Order. The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, my goodness, that Grant Robertson's good, isn't he? He is good. He is so good. Why isn't he the leader of the Labour Party? He has tried 3 times, and 3 times he's been rejected. And I think it's because he'll never make it with women because he calls me ginger when clearly I'm blonde. The man just doesn't get it. And I mean, he is good though, isn't he? He's so funny. And he's so good, he's helping Andrew Little with his strategy, and it's all going so well. In fact, I think Grant Robertson is one of those people who has shown some resilience. He's tried 3 times to be the leader of the Labour Party. Twice. Oh, sorry, I preempted the 3rd time. You see, everyone says I can see into the future. And what I've been able to say is that resilience is something which, we're seeing in the dairying industry, which we're seeing in the country, and we're also seeing an industry, and I guess I feel very strongly for the dairying industry because I come from a family of dairy farmers for generations, and I know that people are going through really hard times, particularly those farmers who have bought the neighbour's property or they've actually gone and upskilled and all sorts of things to actually build their business. But I'd say to them this, is that this is a temporary issue. It is not going to destroy the economy. It's going to be really hard for some individual farmers, and they're going to need all of that resilience. But you know what? Resilience is a great thing. I am apparently quite qualified to talk about it. I've heard that. People keep telling me I'm resilient. My other good friend, Shane Jones, he's resilient. I'm looking forward to him coming back to New Zealand first and taking over for Mr. Winston Peters. And I can see Ron Mark, he's looking forward to that too, but not as much as my friend Tracy Martin. We're all looking forward to resilience coming back. Resilience has a time of coming back and just like doing you over. But it should be fun. But what I want to talk to you today, Mr. Speaker, is the fact about this economy that we have in New Zealand has shown real resilience. And dairying is important, but it is actually 5% of our economy. It's not the 95% you'd think if you listen to Radio Albania, also known as Radio New Zealand, but it's actually very much a much smaller part of the economy than it used to be. And no, it's not racist. It's actually true. Actually, it's a nice compliment to Radio New Zealand. Because they're so ethnically diverse. And I thought what we'd want to talk about today is actually, with resilience, is we need to look at, say, the meat industry. The meat industry now is at the highest level of exports it has ever been. $2.8 billion of exports of our red meat. That is so much better than it was maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago. This is an industry that's been in decline and now it's improving. Look at the kiwi fruit industry. Kiwi fruit industry, well, you just have to read the Sunday Star Times article I wrote about just the other day. It's an industry that has gone from strength to strength. Talk about resilience, let's look at Trevor Mallard, the Honourable Trevor Mallard. My goodness, isn't he resilient? He's been the worst. Well, I'd never say that, Mr. Bennett. That's a terrible thing to say. But of course, I'd also look at my electorate in Papakura, an electorate that is going from strength to strength. Actually, no, in small part because this government is actually leading the country. This electorate has got special housing areas for Africa, frankly. It mustn't affect New Zealand first, they'll get upset. $280 million worth of widening of the southern motorway between Hill Road and Papakura. We've got electrification of the railways is going through. We have a huge increase in population. The Hanua electorate, Papakura electorate, we're looking at 160,000 people going in there in the next 20 years. That's Hamilton coming into our area. This is a massive opportunity for Auckland South area. It is an electorate of resilience and of hard-working MP. And I would say, Mr. Speaker, look at tourism. 3 million visitors last year from overseas. That's a record number. This economy is resilient. It's moving very well. It's actually continuing to go ahead, and we should not let a significant part of the economy pull everything else down. This is a country with promise and hope and a future unlike the Labour Party, which are utterly hopeless.